London's Banqueting House in Whitehall was the backdrop to a distinguished gathering of senior business leaders, political figures, ambassadors, high commissioners and officials representing 20 Asian countries for the prestigious Asia House Asian Business Leaders Award for 2015. They came to honour this year's award winner, Nazir Razak, chairman of CIMB Group. Alongside him and his wife Aslina Aziz were distinguished guests, including Paul Menduka, chairman of Prudential, Douglas Flint, chairman of HSBC, Sir Henry Keswick, chairman of Jardine Matheson, and the chairman of Asia House, Sir John Boyd. Members of the 25-strong business leaders from ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, also attended the dinner to celebrate the achievements of Nazir Razak, a passionate supporter of ASEAN integration.
We fully embrace the ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, as described in the Charter, the promised land of a single production base with free movement of goods and services and skilled labor by 2015, and we design our business model to benefit from the expected greater flows of businesses across borders and the promise of ease of operating in multiple markets.
The mission of Asia House is to drive economic and political engagement between Europe and Asia. Earlier in the day, Asia House hosted the UK-ASEAN Dialogue, a high-level strategic discussion on politics, investment, infrastructure and financial services. The awards dinner provided guests the chance to network and discuss the issues raised as part of the dialogue. The splendid setting of the Banqueting House was the perfect backdrop to the evening, as guests heard just why Nazir Razak had been honoured.
He's created a world-leading Islamic bank as part of his contribution to developing Malaysia's banking and capital markets. And he's a key driver of, a supporter of, and very passionate about ASEAN integration and the future of that enormously exciting region.
Hugo Swire, Minister of State at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, reflected on how important ASEAN and Asia are to the UK.
So why are we focusing so much resource and effort on this region? Clearly, there have been economic headwinds which have tempered some of the very impressive growth figures we have become accustomed to seeing. But nevertheless, Asia still has the potential to be an engine of free trade globally.
Beneath the magnificent Rubens ceiling of the Banqueting House, Nazir Razak's good friend, AirAsia CEO Tony Fernandes, offered a personal tribute to the winner, and he started with some good-humoured quips.
I'm actually a little bit unclear why Nazir won this award. It really should have been me, Asia House. I question his business acumen because he plagiarized everything from AirAsia. But Asia House did get it right. If I read the press release, Nazir is a fantastic, moral, passionate, and honourable man, a man that Malaysia is extremely proud of, a man who has backbone, a man who sticks to his principles, especially now in these troubled times. It has been amazing to see him stand up to what he believes and stand up to what he thinks is right and should be done.
And he went further, encouraging Nazir Razak to move into the political arena.
And I dream one day that Malaysia will have someone like Datuk Nazir, if not even himself, one day will be the leader of our country and take us and realize the enormous potential that we have in our country. So here's your mandate, Nazir, to go out there and be Prime Minister one day and make us all proud.
Thank you, Tony Fernandes, next year's winner of the Asia House Business Leaders Awards.
In a corner of the Banqueting House, guests were able to admire a model of the new Battersea Power Station development in London, funded by investment from the ASEAN region. Presenting the award, Project Chairman Lord Strathclyde praised Nazir Razak's work at CIMB.
But we have a gentleman who has used his own vision, leadership and formidable business acumen to build a team that has supported and empowered his bank, and with it Malaysia, onto the world stage.
Finally, Nazir Razak was given the Asia House Asian Business Leaders Award for 2015. In his acceptance speech, he recognised that the ASEAN Economic Community will not meet its end-of-year deadline, but noted that much has been achieved.
As for the ASEAN Economic Community, it should be judged not by falling short of high ambitions, but by the multitude of achievements, including almost complete removal of tariffs, the proliferation of ASEAN businesses, and now the irreversible momentum of economic integration.
And speaking of his own country, Malaysia, he called for change and dedicated himself to helping to bring it about.
Ladies and gentlemen, while I'm being recognized tonight for my past achievements at CIMB and contributing to ASEAN, I intend to view this award as further motivation for my future as an agent for the changes that I have talked about. One, AEC needs ABC and other private sector to volunteer to help accelerate the pace of integration. Two, Malaysia needs national, social, political and economic recalibration.
After a thought-provoking evening, back on the floor, guests were keen to offer their congratulations to Nazir Razak, the 2015 winner of the Asia House Asian Business Leaders Award.